Konnichiwa. How are you doing today? It's a beautiful day here in Hiroshima, Japan. And today I want to talk about why I actually came here. I mentioned it in a other video that I did, but there are real reasons why I came to Japan. And the first one is that it really came down to the teaching opportunity and where I'm working now as being the best teaching opportunity that came available to me. What none of you really know is that I was 1 foot on the plane to go to Vietnam. I had been offered a job at a Montessori school and an international school in Saigon. I had all my documentation verified by the embassy in America, and I was ready to go. And just by some movement, divine movement, I applied for this job in Japan, and it happened for me. And it didn't just happen for me, but it happened to be the best option for me. The best type of school for the experience that I'm really looking for. The location. I didn't want to be in the super megalopolis of Tokyo, believe it or not. So this was really a good thing for me, and all the other benefits that went along with it. And that's why I came here. Number one reason is for the teaching experience and job. The second reason is probably similar to many people who end up coming to Japan. For me, it's probably going to be different than a lot of people watching this because I'm from a different generation. But if you're older, from my generation, then you're going to be able to relate to some of these points. The first one was the whole pop culture thing. Now, a lot of people are into the really awesome animation and things and the music and whatnot of today for Japan. But for me, when I was a kid growing up, animation was just coming to America in the form of like robot cartoons. And in my time, they had this weekly show of cartoons on TV called Force 5, and it had like each day of the week was a different robot. There was Grandizer and Vanguard Ace and Guy King and things like that. So that was the first big thing. There was another big cartoon series called Star Blazers, which is a big battleship that's in outer space. And then after that, there were all the monster movies like Gamera and obviously Godzilla, Mothra. What was it? Daimajin. He was this big stone samurai warrior that he would go like this to his face. His face would be blank. And then he'd go like this. And, rah! And then what happened was all the electronics started coming to America, taking over from Japan. And then there were the automobiles and things like that. Obviously martial arts, in my case, we had judo, karate was very big. So those are all things that over time build up an impression on a person, and it makes you very interested in wanting to go to that country and find out what it's like to actually be there. And so that's one of the main big reasons why I finally ended up in Japan after all. Last reason is, for those of you that don't know, I was in Korea prior to coming here, and I was in Busan, which is right across the pond from Japan. What was it? Maybe a 1-hour flight to get to Fukuoka, 45 minutes. So it's all in this region of the world, and in addition to the two main reasons that I came here that I just mentioned, the third one is because it's in this area of the world, and I wanted to kind of stay in this region so that I could easily get to China someday for vacation and just see other areas of Japan as well. before going to, if I do go to another region, like say Southeast Asia or Central Asia or something like that, which is pretty far out of the way. And if I do go to those areas, to come back here for vacation or something like that, it's a little bit, maybe a little bit of a pain. But that's the third reason. I just wanted to stay in this area a little bit longer, just for easy access to China and to see more of Japan before I go. Anyway, those are my reasons. If you're thinking of coming to Japan, what are your reasons? Or if you're already in Japan, I'd like to hear why you came here too. Please leave it in the comment section. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate you spending the time to listen to what I have to say. I'll see you next time. Os.